Hello and welcome back to SMT5 Vengeance. A quick summary of how we got here. Last episode, we fought Tiamat. Tsukiyomi died, sacrificing his life to save Tao. Aogami came back to life, fused with us, and we killed Tiamat as a dragon slayer. And now, it is time for us to face Yoko, our former ally turned enemy, and to reject her view for a new world.
Young man,
we don't know what might be waiting for us up ahead. I suggest we make certain we are prepared for anything. We're prepared.
I offer up my body as a goddess of creation. I summon deepest void, the living abyss! Come, chaos, envelop this world. Tehom, rise up!
This is wild. Well, we'll start this off the way that we start other things. Against Tehom, we will use Queen's Decree. Well, we got a crit. Now we're going to use Yabasami Shot. Bowl. It's all fairly standard at this point. We'll follow this up with a Spy Scope. What are we looking at? World Ingurgitation. Alright. At the start of user's turn, weaknesses struck on the previous turn will have their affinity resistance changed to drain. Oh. Okay. That doesn't say temporarily. That, implies forever. Huh. Weak Almighty HP MP drain attack. Chance of inflicting sleep. To one foe. And then an attack of every... of every element. That's interesting. They're all single target as well. Okay. Well, this is gonna be an intriguing fight. Let's go for Queen's Decree again. None. Okay. With that, we'll do a heal. Maybe you have to hit with it maybe you have to hit every element. We don't appear to be doing very much damage. Those are buffs gone. Tehom is watching. Do you think that Tehom copies what move you do to Tehom? That'd be interesting, although we use physical, so I don't really know what Tehom is doing here. Okay, I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna hit you with an ice move. Just to see what happens. Do that. I guess I don't need to use bowl or that. I can use bowl and then just sit there. Okay. I guess if we're gonna have drain on ice, I should use this turn just to see. Urokumo? You're gonna chill this turn, I think. Maybe do a little guard just to get your MP back. And Glacial Blast. Affinity resistance is changed, and then use Bufubarian. Okay. That's fine. So she will use stuff if you use stuff on her. Huh. So is the trick to this fight just to hit with physical and almighty? Because if so, that's fairly easy to do. Queen's Decree. Urokumo. Bowl. And Catastrophe. Abyssal Beckoning. Tehom is watching. So, let me just check something. So that's still, ice is still being drained. Huh. Feels like something should happen. Oh no, there you go. Severe Almighty attack to all foes reverts user's affinity resistances to normal. Ah, okay. I was gonna say, it feels like something should happen if you hit all of the resistances, but maybe not. Maybe the trick is simply that this thing has a lot of health. It isn't really a trick, it's more just a statement of fact. Hit. Queen's Decree. Pass. Hit. Okay. Abyssal Beckoning puts Chiyu to sleep. Oh, and Konohana. I see. Obviously an Amrita Shower is a tempting thing to use here. I think it makes sense on this turn. Hit. Chill. Guard. I'm going to swap Chiyu out. I'm going to change you for... Might be Dagda, although she has light attack. She just hasn't shown that she can use any. I guess I could just keep punching, or use an almighty attack or something like that. I'm gonna switch in Dagda.
Let's go.
Alright. Queen's Decree. Urokumo. And Sakuya Sakura. They might Dekaja us, but yeah, it's acceptable. Abyssal Beckoning puts us to sleep. And Konohana, and it takes a huge chunk of your MP, that's the problem. Hey, we recovered. That's nice. Crit. Konohana's out. Dagda. Could do Power Punch, which would be severe, or Lost Hit, which is severe. Let's just hit you. Wonderful. Well, we should know what this move is, so let's just have a look. What is the move? Severe Almighty Attack. Okay, well then our play is to guard. Yeah, I know it's not great, but that is our play. That was interesting. So that specifically killed us, right? That did not, like, just do a severe almighty attack. That killed us. You need to hit every... You have to hit every element. That's the trick. Alright. Auto attack. Oh. Let's keep attacking. Those whistles go. Alright then. Well, we learned some stuff on attempt number 1. Now we just need to figure out how we're actually going to handle this. So, if we have to hit every single weakness, which we think we do, what we want to do is we want to hit every weakness without in turn being hit by a weakness. Which is very difficult to do. I mean, Tao actually fits pretty well because she has no weaknesses. So Tao, I think you're in for this fight, and you can hit light. So Tao can hit light. We cannot hit anything. I think that I'm feeling like Abdael is in to start with. She can hit electric and force. Electric, force, light. Obviously we have gems, so we can work around it. And Konsura also has no weaknesses. So he can hit fire. So that gives us fire. We don't have ice. That gives us fire, electric, force, light. We don't have ice or dark, but that's okay. You're weak to dark, actually. Guess Lilith isn't weak to dark and has the same stuff. Lilith, you're in. Okay, that's our team. I don't know if this is going to be better. In fact, I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're going to chuck ourselves in here anyway. I think I want a new save. Yeah. Alright, there we go.
Young man.
Yes. It's fine.
I offer up my
Boss
body.
doesn't seem to do tons of damage, so I think it's a puzzle. Well, I mean, apart from, you know, the instant kill, the boss seems to just be, like, doing basic attacks. We should be able to cope. Alright. Lilith. Zambarian. Alright then. Light. Heliopolis Dawn. Zambarian. Right. We're still weak to force as well. Just as a point. Tao is dead. Well, that sucks. Might need to buff Tao a little bit if we're going to use her. It was electric. Ice and dark. Okay. You're weak to electric, but that's okay. Heal. This pierces anyway, so we could continue to use it. Wait. What am I missing? Dark and ice. Okay. So let's throw out a dark gem. Throw out an ice gem. So we've now hit everything, right? Yeah. So I'm going to throw out an Electdowner here. Cool. Let's see how this looks. Okay, wasn't needed. So I'm seeing whether this changes how things play out, which I hope it will. Right, we're now going to do crits. I'm going to see how things play out here. So, energy drain. Burkumo. Heliopoliston. Energy drain. Burkumo. Buff, which is probably going to get removed anyway. This is severe, this is severe. It doesn't matter. They're the same. Except I think that one has a 4. Okay. So immediately we go into the Megatsu skill. So we're going to guard this one. I don't know if this is the correct way for us to be handling this whole situation, but let's see. Perception of chaos. Does this instinct kill you? If it does, we have it wrong. Did not instant kill, but was 2 attack down. Ah, interesting. That didn't really confirm. I think I'm right. Zambarian. Also, I was kind of expecting her to be lower in health at the end of this, but yeah, we don't appear to have done a lot to the health bar, which is definitely interesting. Azeodyne. Where are we? Like an ice gem or something? Or a dark gem? Buff. And then throw in a light gem. Cool. Tehom is watching. So the only one we missed last turn was light. Or sorry, it was ice. So you're going to throw out an ice gem here. Then crit. Full. Could try that, I suppose. Yeah. I'm tempted to energy drain or something like that, but that's okay. Could do a... And I could do another ice gem, I suppose, but I want to keep them, I guess, for now. Pass. Burkumo. Guard. Let's try that. So Tehom uses Bufobarian. I would expect Magatsuhi skill this turn. Wonder if it gets less strong each turn as well. Let's do crits. As in, like, each time they use it, I wonder whether it gets less strong. Let's go for energy drain. Also, no Dakaja yet, which is interesting. Must be on the list of moves that they can use when you haven't hit resistance. Heliopoliston. Energy drain. Murakumo. Hold. Attack. Yeah, so this is your Magatsuhi skill. So now we're gonna guard. We want to see how strong this is. That was this exact same, right? That does appear to be the exact same. Okay. Zambarian. Crit. You're not going to do anything on your turn, so you should use another thing like a Dark Gem for now. I was going to say Eye of the Lord, but Dark Gem. You need to change. I'm going to change you for Cleopatra, I think. So I want to use Frolic on you. No, it means we're not hitting with fire, but
Your turn. Go.
I think that's okay. Oh, what did she get? What bonus does she have now? Not hers. It must be your bonus. Greatly increased damage of next magic-based attack for the switched ally. Okay. Zeodyne. Urkumo. Takuya Sakura. And Frolic. Lowers attack and defense, which is nice. Tehom is waiting. I do also wonder whether going all out on like a poison build might work or something similar to that. Okay. Yeah, we've not actually scanned either, I just realized. That's okay. Ice, light, and fire. We know that Cleopatra can hit with light, so that's fine. And ice. So it's just fire. So I guess I'm going to get you to throw out a fire gem. Yeah. Deliberately not use my Magatsuhi this turn. Don't know if that's the wrong move, but I feel like it's going to work out better if I use it next turn. Hambarian. 2,000 damage. That's not bad. Energy Drain. Urkumo. No, I need to do this. Crit. Buff. And then, Mabufubarian. Cool. That's a physical move. Okay. That's a physical move. That's different. 2 physical moves into preparing catastrophe, huh? Interesting. Now, this, I think, probably means that Konohana is dead. But that is a very different move set. Perception of Chaos. Konohana lives, it's huge. Konohana is dead. Oh, as is Cleopatra. Wow, Cleopatra died with no health. Oh no, I guess didn't have full bonus health, but still. Wow. That's huge. Like, hugely bad. Go for Suki Toxic Spray. I don't know if I like that at all. I could do it. Go you Walpurgisnacht and fire and stuff. That might be okay for now.
Let's go.
Walpurgisnacht. Did a reasonable amount of damage. Just gonna continue hitting the weakness for now. Okay. Zeodyne. Now I'm going to change in a healer. That healer is going to be Idun. Don't feel solid about that. Maybe I use Eternal Prayer here. Maybe this is the right turn for it. That brings Konohana back in a way. Followed by Bowl. Can't use Walpurgisnacht. Could use Agibarian. Can use Zeodyne again. Urkumo. Severe Almighty Attack. Ow. Huh. What caused you to use a Severe Almighty Attack, I wonder? Okay, pass. Konohana, welcome back to the team. Hole. Try and crit with Grey Plate. Didn't get it. Full heal. Or heal, I guess I should say. It's not full, because it wasn't. It's not what I thought it was. Abyssal Beckoning. That's the sleep one. Must use Abyssal Beckoning when you haven't got all the weaknesses hit. That must be what happens. Ice and Light. Ice and Light. Okay, so let's hit you with an Ice Gem. Curative Cattail. I'm now going to hit you with a Light Attack, I think. Or, sorry, an Ice Attack. Wait, did I just hit you with an Ice Attack? I did, right? Now I need to hit you with a Light Attack. Lest Fan. You're going to use... maybe Luster Candy, actually, would be pretty good. Though I do quite like this. Lowers defense, accuracy, and evasion. That actually appears to have applied. Mirage has applied, which means that their accuracy is low. Is that good? I don't know. I think so. Right. You don't have enough? Oh no. Have to use a plain heal. Then you need to use a Chakra Pot with Konohana. Okay. Mistook their target. That's interesting. Well, I think we live, although we have no buffs, so maybe not. Let's see. Everybody died except us. I wonder if the boss's attack is just that strong. Maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe we just need to be stronger. Right, Cleopatra, you're in. Use Frolic to lower attack and defense. Tehom is watching, so it gives you a turn to like reset. Tao, you're in. Please use an Eternal Prayer. Frolic's already applied. Could do Light of Order. Pass. Change in a front slot. What have we got? Yeah, okay, so... you're definitely not the right choice here. Manazako's interesting. Kind of. At least just for hitting damage. Trumpeter is also interesting. Now Biho, you get extra when you hit weaknesses, right? No, when you crit. Okay. Lilith could come back, I suppose. I mean, there's no reason why Lilith can't have the front slot. There we go. Yeah, it's asleep. That's okay. We can cope. Zambarian. Change Tal for Konohana.
Let's go.
Hole. Love to chuck in a Frolic or something here. But instead, I'm going to use a Chakra Pot on yourself. So then you have enough MP. Zambarian. Crit. Overheal, which also gives MP back, and then Frolic. Okay. That's not that bad. That's acceptable. That's okay. That's acceptable. What are we missing? We're missing light, dark, electric, ice, and fire. I wonder whether we're better off just taking a single resistance each turn. I don't know if we've tried that properly. Like, just do electric, like slow play it. That's an interesting thought, right? Doing it slowly. Because if you do it slowly, you're going to get round to your thing. You're going to get round to the Magatsuhi a lot slower, in theory. Crit. Pull. You could do Frolic, but there's no point in doing it again. So doing Elect. I think you're guarding this turn. And Baziodine. Urkumo. And yeah, a heal. So you do that, then Zeobarian. Okay. This is just so slow for a fight. Like, in terms of the damage we're doing, we're not really even making an impact. This is, yeah, not great. Okay, so I've done both of those. So you're kind of out of things to do right now. I could do a Soul Drain, which will give you a ton of MP back. Let's do it. Nice. And then I'm going to simply pass your turn. Well, no, I need to hit a weakness. What's still a weakness? Ice? Yeah, we can hit ice. Let's use an ice shard. Cool. Crit. Pull. This turn I need to reapply Frolic, right? Yeah. Pass. Crit. Buff. Chakra. Pot onto Konohana. Okay. So this appears to be working as a way of, like, not putting them into their Magetsuhi skill. Fire, light, and dark. Okay. Let's try a fire shard. Crit. Pull. You're kind of out of things to do, so I might change you. I mean, I'd love to have someone else who could lower stuff, but I don't have that many of them in my party, as in lower stats. Are we doing fire this turn? What am I going to do next turn? Let's think a turn ahead. What am I going to do next turn? Next turn, I'm going to do light or dark. Okay. Light or dark. I could bring in Mephisto to do dark. Let's do it.
Your turn. Go!
Right. Luster Candy. Crit. Buff. I did fire this turn, so let's do more fire. Cool. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay, dark this turn. Well, I have a reusable dark thing and dark gems. Let's do that. Let's go for a crit. Make it consistent. Bowl. Fisto. Alperpicus Schnacked. Dark Gem. Burkumo, which does just a ton of damage base. You're kind of out of stuff. I'm going to guard on your turn to get you MP. And then Walpurgis Schnacked. Okay. That's fine. That's acceptable. So what do I want to do this turn? This turn, I want to hit you with light, right? Yeah. So I want to maybe go Shrosha. Shrosha into light stuff. That makes sense. Let's hit you with a Blessed Fan. We will change Mephisto, Shrosha. Konohana, this is your turn to buff. We've now buffed Shrosha, who's now going to hit you with a Hamabarian. Blessed Fan. Murakumo. There we go. Bowl. Light attack. Okay. That gets blocked. Magatsuhi skill. We're all buffed up, so let's guard. 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 I killed 2. I wonder whether I need to get that move which... There is a move which lowers the defensive impact, or like lowers the amount of damage you take from all attacks in the next turn. I wonder whether that's what we need. That might be our solution to our problems here. I'm tempted to just soul drain you again to get your health back, but let's No, I don't want a Zambarian. I want to use the Zeobarian. Why do I want to do that? We're weak to force, so let's not do something that's going to be horrible for us on the next turn. You got something when people switch in. Oh no, they recover when they go back to the stock, but that literally doesn't apply only to you. Okay. Manazako reflects electric, so maybe I'll bring in a Manazako in this slot for now. All stat debuffs reflected except for Manazako's. That wasn't what I meant to do. There was a high chance we missed there as well. Didn't end up healing. Tehom is watching. Okay, luckily those wore off. Now we're going to use force. We're going to change in Maria. Manazako's okay against force, that's fine. Maria, you got yeah, you have an eternal prayer for us. That seems good. Right. You also have force moves. Yes. Wonderful. Zambarian. Zambarian. Guard. That seems sensible. Okay. Those are acceptable moves. Lilith. Cannot use either of these for you now. Now we have to choose the next damage type that we're hitting. A Manazako cannot hit a damage type. Maria cannot hit could hit light. Okay, light could be our next damage type. Or is that acceptable? Yes. Okay. So let's use Blessed Fan. You're now going to crit a Hamabarian. This is a good opportunity for you to probably change out, actually, if I've got a better option for next turn. Well, do I want to do next turn? So I need people who are not weak to light. Maybe Uriel? Uriel Fire? Maybe Abdiel. Abdiel has already done light. Yeah, Abdiel's wrong one to bring in here. It was wrong one to bring in. I'm just thinking about what I have available. Maybe Nahobino into ice attacks? Yeah, I guess I'm doing ice next turn. That's okay. Yeah, let's do a little energy drain here. I'm gonna res. Where's our res? We'll have one in here. Is everyone rezzed? Oh, Konohana's rezzed. Okay, I'm gonna swap Konohana. Oh, because I used Eternal Prayer, of course.
Your turn. Go.
Konohana's in. Bowl. And you've got nothing to do this turn. So you are going to use a Chakra Drop. You're going to use a Chakra Drop onto Konohana. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay. So, now we're going for ice attacks. Do I have any ice left here. Yes, I have an ice shard. That's horrible. Crit. Heal. Jack Tempest. Energy drain? I guess. Yeah. Okay. So, that's that done. Next. What is the next thing on the list? Next thing is dark or fire. Okay. Fire, we're going to do next. So I'm going to do a fire gem here. We're now going to change Nahobiho for Mephisto, because he's going to hit a fire move. Konohana's going to use Bowl. You're going to hit this. I think I want to hit another fire gem, but I'm running out of things. Maybe not. Oh, maybe a fire sharp. You know what? You're probably better off just energy draining. I'll do crit here. And then heal. And then fire. Okay. Next turn we're using our Magatsuhi. That's a horrible crit. What kind of ridiculousness is that? Okay, I guess I'm not using my Magatsuhi this turn. I'm gonna soul return Lilith.
Here.
Bowl. I messed up somewhere, but that's okay. Returns ailment resistances to their original states. Wait, since when have we had Decagio? We might have had this the whole time, but wait a second. That's incredible. So if I do that, then that should delay your Magatsuhi. And then I just hit something that I just hit you with a weakness that I'm happy with. It's something that Konohana's okay with, like ice. Yeah, so then I just hit you with no, I hit you with one that I have a large amount of. Like fire. Wait, that didn't work. Oh. Wait, was that for... Oh, that might be not for us. Remove staff buffs on all foes and return ailment resistances to their original states. Okay, it doesn't work against this enemy. I understand. Dark Shard. Okay. Hi, Konohana. I do feel a little scammed. I'll be on, feel a little scammed out of my move there. Guard. Guard. Hi, Mephisto. We lived without using one of our health ups. That's good though. Okay, we're gonna get our Magatsu stuff up soon. I want to leave a Tau or a Dune to be able to do the prayer. What were you okay being hit by? Light or electric? Okay, so Odin, you're in the fourth slot.
Go!
To use a Zeobarian. Okay. Tehom is watching. I forgot that Tehom watched on turn 1. Okay, Maria, you're in. Nope. Thorn? Actually, Maria can be in. I just can't use force. That's fine. Oh, Maria can come in and we could use light. Be okay. Although I want to use Eternal Prayer, which is huge. Followed by light. You're gonna change for what we doing after? What we do next turn? So we just did light this turn. We could do force next turn. We're doing Force next turn, then we want to bring in someone like Abdiel, who will then... Although we really want to bring in Abdiel for the Light's Descent at some point, but we can do Electric and Force, but we've already done Electric. Okay, Force we want to bring in... Manazako, we've already done Electric. I really brought in the wrong person to start. I could bring in Lilith. But Lilith in the final slot. Is that what I want? Lilith could live in the final slot. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to change Lilith into the final slot. For now. Things are getting all messed up. Oh yeah, also buffs her next physical attack. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Right. I already hit and move this turn. In my head, yes, I hit light. So I can switch somebody into the first slot now. I'm doing Force next turn, which means I could put Trumpeter in the first slot for now.
Let's go.
Let's do that, because he can do multiple. Nice. Now we do Force. So, Toot, Crit, Floral Gust, Zambarian, Azambarian. Can I give MP to people who aren't in the current party? No. Okay. Maria might need to heal. That's okay. Could swap out Maria now if I wanted to for Konohana. That actually sounds like a much better plan. Alright, swap out Maria for Konohana this turn. Konohana's still low on MP, but we have a Soma that we can use if we need to. Okay, Konohana. We know that they're using Force. Next turn, Force or Physical. You're gonna guard. And then we're gonna hit with Zambarian. We're gonna hope that Lilith lives. Enduring Soul! Yes! Okay. We're good. So we've done Force. What are we doing this turn? The answer is Ice or Fire. It's Ice then. We're doing Ice this turn. So Ice. Crit. Bowl. I have enough. Bowl. You're gonna use your turn to give a chakra drop to Konohana to stall. Ice. Crit. Buff. Oh my god, Konohana needs to be healed more, but might get healed more anyway because of the because of ice. Okay. Konohana just dodged. Built differently, apparently. Alright. Now it's going to be Fire and Dark. So Fire, we want to bring in... Yeah. So Fire, we want to bring in that guy. We want to bring in Mephisto. Again. So... I could do Fire, change Trumpeter for Mephisto, Konohana Bowl, Lilith. Yeah, okay. Fire, change Trumpeter for Mephisto.
Your turn. Go.
Okay. Bowl. You're now absolutely fine to use an energy drain. Fire. Crit. Sakuya Sakura. Chakra drop onto Konohana. Okay. That's acceptable. That's not. That's actually completely unacceptable again. I don't think that's the first time that exact move has been done as well. That's so annoying. Okay, crits. Let's just do crits. This is nice and simple. So there's going to be crits. All Purgisnacht. Change in... Oh, wait, no. Burkumo. Energy Drain. All Purgisnacht. Change in Demeter on this turn. Because Demeter can overheal. Therefore, Demeter is an okay option for this turn. And overheal. There we go. I wanted to wait to bring Demeter in so I could do the full cycle and then bring Demeter in. Block and then Magasugi. Yeah. Okay, Demeter is dead. Accept it, move on. Basically, is how I should be working. Although I could maybe have swapped somebody else out if I wanted to, but if I swapped someone else out, then Demeter would still... Anyway. Still be dead. Oh, we also lost Mephisto. Okay. Not the end of the world. Let's go for a... Well, let's go crit first. Lilith, what are you weak to? So we could do Force, but only because that's what Lilith's good at with. Do Force. Change in... Idun? I don't know if that's the right option here. And then Golden Apple. She'll be watching, right? Yeah, watching. Okay, so that was Force. Idun, what are you doing? I guess I should do Force after every single one of those, actually. The reason I should do Force after every single one is because that's the turn where they do nothing. So that allows us to have a weakness. Okay. What are we doing next turn? Next turn we're going to do light. This turn we're going to do... electric. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do electric this turn. Am I getting round for bowl? No, so Eternal Prayer. Change. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking of how I was going to do that. Golden Apple. A Zeodyne. This might be the end of Idun for now, but that's okay. Yeah, if it's the end of Idun, it's the end of Idun. I think that's something we just have to, again, it's an acceptance thing. Burkumo. And if it's going to be the end of Idun, raise our accuracy evasion, I guess. Really get us anywhere. Just attack. That's fine. Okay, Idun lived, which is actually great for us. Okay, light attacks. Let's go. You're gonna change Idun for Konohana. We're not bringing any light specialists in this time, unfortunately, but that's okay. Well, I've hit electric and yeah. We're doing light. We're gonna do ice. Then we're gonna do dark fire. Okay. So I think, yeah, at the end of this, yeah. So I'm gonna do bowl. You're gonna use a chakra drop on Konohana. They hit you with Light's Descent again. I'm now going to change Abdiel in advance for Mephisto. So we have Mephisto out for both parts of his turn. We're then going to use Sakuya Sakura. Right. And then you are going to chakra drop Konohana. Right. Resists. That's okay. Blocks. Mephisto, you're not particularly useful on this turn. That's okay. I guess I could do this as well. Stagnant air on the second one round. Let's pass. Crit. I'm doing ice this turn. Oh. We're gonna hit with an ice shard. I'm running out of shards, so I'm running out of opportunities to do it this way. Stagnant air, which has mirage them, which is interesting. I don't know what the long-term implications of that are. I'm gonna buff up as much as we can. We're gonna have our Magatsuhi ready next turn, and then I'm also gonna use a. Where are we? I'm gonna use a. I'm going to use a Soma on Konohana. I think we're at the time to use Soma. Yeah, let's do it. That's huge. It's incredible. Yeah, okay. So now we're fully buffed up and they are a defense level down. So now when we do crits on this turn, we're going to go for Dark, I think? How does Konohana feel about Dark? You're okay. Okay, I'm gonna go for Dark this turn. And this should be big damage. Yeah, Murakumo. Yeah, so his attack does almost as much as our attack does. Just if you want, like, how good is it? It's almost as good as us. Alright, there is a free Dark move. Let's use Dark Gem, though. Purgish Act. Murakumo. We're down into low health. I didn't think we were getting here. I'm still not like sold that we're gonna win this in any way, shape, or form, but we're certainly getting there. Fire's next. Huge. Acceptable. Okay. Fire's next. We hit fire. Crit. We bowl. We energy drain. We hit fire. We crit. We don't heal. Yeah, I don't suppose I have any like lowering attack stuff in here, do I? No. I'm just kind of curious whether I did actually. You could Gleam Grenade, I suppose, or something like that. Wait, what am I doing? Fire. It's not consume upon use. Yeah, Gleam Grenade. Energy Drain. Cool. Maybe I should just Murakumo mode with us. Okay, Fire Mist. Magatsuhi. Okay, so. I reckon that Konohana is dead. I reckon we're alive. And I think Lilith's alive. I don't know about Mephisto. He might also be alive, but we'll see. We lost Mephisto. Okay. I think we've lost Mephisto literally every time I've said Mephisto might live, so it's acceptable. That's acceptable. Maria, you're in.
Let's go.
We're going to use Eternal Prayer. We're going to start off with Force moves. So let's do Zambarian. Zambarian. No, don't miss. Okay. Not the end of the world. The reason why I'm so annoyed, though, is because now, on this turn, I don't have an extra turn. Okay, we could do Ice early, I suppose, if we want to. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Naho Biho. We're going to do Ice early into Electric, probably. That's what I think we're going to do. Okay, you're kind of done already. I need to change you out for Konohana.
Let's go.
Lilith, this might be a good turn to use Mother Earth. Jack Tempest. Murakumo. Sakuya Sakura. Right, actually I should have bowled, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. This was a greedier option, and we got punished for it. Okay. Electric this turn. We're gonna change in Okay, what are we doing next turn? Next turn we're doing light or dark or fire. Okay, so we're bringing in Abdael. Because Abdael is going to do electric into... Where's Abdael? Abdael is going to do electric into light. Which is acceptable. Bowl might need to heal as well. Electric. Electric. I'm gonna heal using a bead chain. Yeah, not using bowl on the previous turn absolutely screwed us. That's okay. That's okay. Right, we want to do light this turn, I think. Unless we've got something better we want to do. No, light this turn makes sense. Light this turn into Mephisto next turn. So, switch you out. I need to bring back Lilith at some point. Okay, I've got how I'm going to bring back Lilith. No, because I need to use it. Shield of God, actually, is something I should consider. That's the one I was thinking of when I was saying there's something that allows you to block. Shield of God. We could leave that for the next turn. Okay, we might be okay here. Let's go for crit. Takuya Sakura. Light's Descent. Follow that up with a Blessed Fan. Urakumo. Yeah. That's fine. Sorry, I'm just in my... we're so near the end. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. We're also in... Like... I was going to say an hour into this fight, but this is like the second attempt. But still, I want to make sure we don't mess it up. That's a miss. That's a light attack. So we appear to be using less catastrophes and more almighty moves. Okay. Walpurgisnacht or Agibarian? Walpurgisnacht into crit into so that's dark moves into Eye of Balor. The swap our Abdael. We're doing fire into force. You have a fire move. I'm also thinking of who could survive a hit, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, you have a fire move next turn. Wait, are you weak to dark?
Your turn. Go!
I don't know. Are you weak to dark? No. Alright, that's okay. Walpurgisnacht. Urakumo. The other thing that I want Yamato no Orochi to do is survive, survive the, the Magatsuhi ability. Oh yeah, don't do any of that. Just use a Balor. Cool. There we go. Udobarian gets absorbed. Perfect. Fire this turn. So, Agibarian. Crit. You have a fire move. Yeah, fire. Fire Draco Strike. Agibarian. Urakumo. Bowl. Fire Draco Strike. We're getting there. There's Agibarian. Followed by Magatsuhi. So unfortunately, we're in a very, very bad spot for health. Okay, so you're gonna guard. We are gonna use... I don't have Shield of God because I swapped out Abdael. Huh. Huh. I think Konohana is dead. I could swap out Konohana for a sacrifice. I think that's the play. Guard. Change. Use my sacrifice. Well, ideally you want the sacrifice to be somebody who might actually survive the hit. I don't think any of you guys are surviving the hits. Okay, so somebody you're not going to use. Basuki, maybe? Yeah. Oh, welcome to the team.
Let's
Sacrifice. Guard. Guard again. Okay. On the positive side, Yamato no Orochi can survive a hit. Okay, Konohana's also alive, which is a huge change. I'm going to bring in Maria in the first slot.
Your turn. Go!
What am I going for here? Force? Yeah, I guess I'll use a Force gem. Eternal Prayer. Zanbarian. Change in Konohana.
Come!
There we go. That's actually slightly better. We've improved. Tehom waits. Maria, you're not going to start our light attacks off. You're going to change Yamato no Orochi for Abdiel. Just going to put us on electric next turn. What's this? There's something to do with Yamato no Orochi when you swap people out. Strength-based attack will be a hit and be a... Wait, crit and be accurate? Is that crit? Is it accurate and guaranteed critical? Okay. Bowl. Light attack. Horrible, but not the end of the world. This seems like a great turn to throw in a fizz dampener. Just in case. It's probably going to be almighty, but it might be fizz. There we go. Perfect. And it got reflected. So this turn is electric. So we're going to swap you out for... It's electric into ice, into dark, into fire. Electric, ice, dark, fire. Electric, ice, dark, fire. Okay. Could bring Lilith back. Lilith can survive a hit. Lilith, you're back. By virtue of being able to actually survive a hit. Okay. Crit. Buff. Electric. Electric. Murakumo. Bowl. Severing Bite, because we know it's going to crit. Nice. Ow. That's acceptable. Okay. Dark Fire. No, it's Ice, then Dark Fire. Ice, then Dark Fire. Ice, then Dark Fire. So we throw in an Ice Shard to start. We then change Abdiel out for Mephisto. Yeah. Okay. Then we buff. You then throw in a Brave Blade, because that's free. Energy drain. Well, I don't need to energy drain. Could buff again, unnecessary, but it could. Mother Earth. Crit Bowl. Bowl. Okay, this is the final turn if we don't die. Block. Okay. This is the final turn. Right. Crits. We're going for dark. We still have fire afterwards if it doesn't kill. But dark, we have a guaranteed hit. Murakumo. Heal. Walpurgisnacht. There we go. Worked it out on the fly. Ah, it feels satisfying when you can work it out, as in the way to play it. We almost had it a couple of times, but once I worked out that we had to do the full loop, that's what really changed up how we played there. That's a cool fight.
exist to guide the Nahobino to the throne. I am grateful to you, Nahobino. It is thanks to you that I shall soon serve my purpose. Please, this way, ascend the throne as ruler of this world.
It seems like we moved very quickly on from the Yoko plot points. I was expecting some kind of resolution. Unless we're about to get it.
Yes. Thus is marked the birth of a new creator, a new world that will rise in his image. My true name has ever been Amitabha. I serve as the light of creation. Now your will be done. By the power of the throne, you now rule. May your ideal world be revealed. We shall birth a paradise of wishes fulfilled. May light shine upon the new world.
Well now, so this is our fated ruler. Listen well. You must know, this newfound world of yours is fleeting. Just as the last world came to an end, so too shall yours. It is inevitable, a product of nature. Do you wish to know why that is? You will find me in the realm beyond the earth and heavens. Best come prepared.
Alright. Well, that that is our final boss. Unchanged from the previous routes. We have lost Tao. Traveling to the realm beyond the earth and heavens will mean you can no longer return to the world you once knew. Proceed only when you are absolutely certain you're ready. Okay. Well, obviously, we're going to recover. That's step number 1. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know when we're going to, like... This is the final boss. I don't know when our save should be to go back and do things. I guess it depends what we want to redo. Also, there's Tehom. Oh, and I didn't read Tiamat's lore previously. Tehom. The state of chaos before the birth of order, described in Genesis 1:2. Its name means the deep in Hebrew. There is a theory that the process by which God divided heaven and earth into two is related to the process by which Marduk divided Tiamat's body into 2 pieces to create the world in Babylonian mythology. Tiamat, primordial goddess of Babylonian mythology, often represented as a dragon with a female torso and serpentine body, but some accounts describe her as with the features of a goat or a camel. A being deified by the sea, she is said to have given birth to numerous gods of her husband Apsu, a giant freshwater god. When war with the gods eventually broke out, she created 11 monsters to fight, but was slain by Marduk, who fought on behalf of the other gods. When she died, her body was torn apart, half of her becoming heaven and the other half becoming earth. By this, her defeat became the foundation of the mortal world's creation. Ah, cool. I'm assuming these are the same. Okay. Now, there is one thing I want to check in the world of shadows, I think, before we do anything else.
Aha. Welcome.
Yes, we never actually checked the miracles we got last time. I want to see what they are. So, inheritance violation. Demons' starting skills can be overridden during skill inheritance. And rank violation. Level limitation for demon fusion is lifted. Oh. Interesting. So that's only really important if you're lower level. So this is if you're higher. This is you cannot fuse something that's a higher level than you. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Neither of those are necessarily needed immediately.
Return.
But they are useful. I'm kind of what I'm wondering is this our save we want to go back to? Is this the save we want to... Actually, these are pretty much the same. Is this the save we want to go back to? Is this the save we want to go back to? Is this the save we want to go back to? Or is this the save we want to go back to? I think all we know is it's not that save. It is not this one. That much we can say for certain. So I could override it now. In fact, I am going to override it with this save. Because I think that this makes more sense. Because there's no reason to go back. We didn't make any choices at any point here. So I'm gonna keep it just in case. I'm gonna override slot number 1. Okay. What I think we're gonna do is we're obviously next episode going to go and defeat the final boss. And then I'm going to say that at that point we do not have any spoilers. And I can just go and look up what level scales. So I'm not sure. Yeah. If nothing else, if the previous 2 fights don't level scale, then there's no point in us redoing the previous 2 fights. But anyway, yeah. Also, I want to just talk about the previous fight. I think that was really cool. The fight was essentially a check, like the fight. Once you worked out what it was, right? Once you worked out the initial gimmick of it. It was 1, checking that you were not running around with weaknesses to everything, which we weren't, and that you had like a way to handle physical attacks, which we did. It was checking that you had enough MP in order to continue the fights, which we did through Konohana, through Somas, through other things. It was checking that you had the ability to hit a lot of weaknesses, which is also basically checking that you had bought a bunch of gems or you'd collected and you were actually prepared for these fights. Which I think was really cool. I think it's a very interesting fight in that way, because it was kind of a fight of attrition. It was okay, well, what have you actually prepared up until this point in the game? Are you ready for a fight that lasts that long? Are you able to switch between characters? Do you have enough variety within your party? Because there's plenty of parties where you could have made at that point where if you didn't want to have variety, you didn't need to, right? You could just have almighty attacks and I guess a healer, and then you'd be pretty much fine for most of it. So it's kind of interesting. I assume that there are other ways of doing that fight as well, because it has the thing where it puts you to sleep otherwise. So I guess you could just stall. Like you could attack and kind of stall out with removing debuff kind of things. I just feel like that fight is a much harder fight and it's much less satisfying. I think the way we did it was one that gave us agency, but I think there is a way to stall that fight. As in, you just have a ton of health, you have a ton of debuff removals, you have the one that makes you less susceptible to ailments on every single character, and you basically just tank the fight. I think it would have taken 3 times as long and been much less satisfying, but I think that is a valid solution. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.